We are all crime scenes at 11 on Saturday, November 9, 2009. As a good response, I was trying will sharing Chairman screen will the investigation are on of many still we are. I observed that still was wide though how open are we on affirmation. Me eight I noticed take the right of the soap but shot in the hot hand was carrying and guns also notices in box the second victim that was only a high school student while me hurling and is eastern of the enemy still on will me the boat sense on smell come central the gun were framed in as will as some smell sting on gasoline.
He proceeded to the preliminary summary and access the crime scene using a snake motion method for open space. He began to look for obvious evidence and evaluate which can be used as possible evidence. The, the drinks that took my attention were definite. The gun in the hand of the driver and inside the soup it was something that looks like drugs. Lastly, alongside the female victim, there were three bullets that she received in her leg, head, and back.
I proceed to the preliminary survey and access the crime scene using a snake motion method for open space. I begin to look for obvious evidence and envelope which can be used as possible evidence. The things that took my attention were definitely the gun in the hand of the driver and inside it was something that looks like drug. Lastly, alongside the female victim, there were three bullets that she received in her leg, head, and back.
As the evidence recorder and photographer, I was given the task of taking the necessary photos of the crime scene that took place in this parking lot. With the help of the camera flash, I noticed a fingerprint in the left door of the sub, and since there was only the driver, the team leader decided it was important, so I proceeded to pick it up using white powders and a camel brush. After that, I was in charge of the narrative and talked to a witness asking who did this. He told me that it was a child. I asked him why, but he didn't know. Finally, he told me who was the girl involved, apparently a lover.
I was in charge of the sketch. I started drawing as soon as I arrived at the crime scene. Using the help and coordination of my team leader Alberto and teammates that were previously inside the crime scene. Being a parking lot, it wasn't that much of a challenge. I was part of the team that bagged and tagged evidence. We used a piece of carton to place the gun and secure it with two tie wraps, one in the handle of the gun and the other one near the cannon. We also secured the three bullets inside plastic bags using the proper tools. Finally, We proceed to realize the chain of custody, informing everything that we found and where. We also signed it. The evidence was also took to the lab to analyze. The gun and bullet were analyzed by the ballistic unit.